Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and this is one of our pre-owned vehicles, one of our most interesting ones, I have to say. It's a 2012 911 Turbo S Cabriolet, so really the top of the heap when it comes to the 911s, kind of the fastest one that you can get. Turbo S in this year came with a 3.8 liter twin turbo flat 6, producing 530 horsepower, and importantly, this was one of the first years where you had the PDK dual clutch transmission, so you have launch control, which with these you can do pretty much as often as you like. The transmissions are good for over 9,000 launches, so you're never likely to hit that. It's quite robust and happy to do launches all day long, which is just so much fun in a car like this. So performance is outstanding on all of these, but this one in particular is special because it's just the spec is unlike any that I've ever really seen before. So I'll spend some time breaking that down. But I also want to mention it is a certified pre-owned vehicle now, so it'll come with 2 years of warranty starting from the day that you take delivery, with no kilometer limit, unlimited kilometers. You can drive it as much as you want. Now, in order to get that certified designation, we have to bring it in, inspect it, make sure all the maintenance is brought up to date, etc. So this one has 4 brand new tires. We replaced all of those, and we did the major service, which includes oil and filter change, new dry belts, brake fluid flush, new spark plugs. So all the maintenance has been done. You don't need to do another major service for 4 years. So pretty good deal that way. And then we also did an alignment, and then of course added that warranty. So nice value there. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But now let's delve more into the spec, because it's pretty wild. Guards red outside, obviously pretty clear. It's been around for a while, but it's still as striking as ever, that guards. And this guy, when he spec'd it, just really kind of dialed that up as far as he could. So there's all kinds of painted stuff and stitching that I'll get into, but sticking with the outside for a while. The wheels, we have the RS Spider wheel design, the center lock painted black, which just looks awesome on the guards. Very nice accent. Moving to the inside, you've got black interior, but with, as I said, a ton of other red accents. Firstly, all the contrasting stitch, and a lot of it. So extended all through the dash up here. Your speaker grills and everything are all stitched with the guards red, as well on to the doors. Even the area around your shifter down here, that's all leather wrapped, and with the contrast stitching. And then the dials, he also did in guards red. So your full gauge cluster there all has the guards red dials. But then also the sport chrono clock is in the guards red. And then something that's really cool that you can't do on the current one, sadly, is the seat backs, also painted guards red, which just looks awesome. And particularly on the cabriolets where you have the top down and people can actually see it as they're driving along. Really cool. Even the door handles, in this case on the inside, painted guards red. I'm sure you've looked through the photos already. Lots of cool stuff. Your even your center console there, well, the console's carbon, I'll get to that in a minute, but your PCM, all the stuff surrounding that is all painted guards red too. It looks really cool. And actually, on that note, on the seat backs, another subtle thing that I like is the coat hooks are leather wrapped too, which is a tiny little option, but just shows the lengths that you can go to really dial up that luxury along with the performance in the turbos. The turbo is definitely the best kind of combination of that, right? The performance is wild, and you can get some of that in cars like the GT series, but you sacrifice a lot of the luxuries, whereas with the turbos and Turbo S's, you don't. You have just mind-bending performance and acceleration, but still have a ton of really nice luxuries. So I mentioned a little bit, lots of extra leather pieces in here. Basically leather and carbon kind of abounds inside. So around the gear shift lever I mentioned, but also the inner door finishers. So you've got the door sills, which are carbon, but then kind of on the inside is that usually it's just a plastic piece. But in this one, that was added to be leather as well, again with a contrasting stitch. Really no detail was left untouched here. The regular carbon trim is there, but also the doors, the armrests, carbon. The whole center console is carbon, as I briefly mentioned before. Just feels awesome in there. Heated seats were added, of course, as well. Heated steering wheel and multi-function, so you have all the buttons on there. You don't have to use the stock like you did on the sport design steering wheel. Makes it a little bit easier to live with day to day. Though, if I'm honest, the other one does look a little cooler, so that's kind of the trade-off. But no, this is just an amazing car. When it first came in, I couldn't believe all the little details that were touched on it. Super cool stuff. Also, little things like the armrest has the crest embossed on there, which is one of these little touches that I like so much. Around the vents, I may have mentioned, that's carbon as well. Every little detail on here. Couple of other things I wanted to mention. Let's see here, anything I'm forgetting. Door sills we talked about. Sun visors as well are leather. Generally that would be vinyl, which is fine. It's something you would never really think about, but once you feel it in the leather, you know, it's, again, these little things, I keep saying it, but it's the little things that make the difference when you're buying a car like that, right? And just that smooth texture when you're pulling it down all the time feels so much more premium than when you leave it just with the vinyl. So what else did I want to say? Yeah, the seat belts were made to be red as well. Go obviously carrying over that theme. It just never ends. I could keep going. I'm sure I've missed a ton of stuff. The gear lever, also carbon. This is one you definitely have to come down and check out. Look at all these little details. You know, we've got a couple of 997s at the moment. They're all cool cars, but none are even approaching this level. Actually, we even have a couple of other turbos, which are awesome cars in the 997s and quite sought after at the moment. But this one definitely stands above when it comes to the details. It's definitely one that, you know, driving down the road, you're not going to pull up to another one that's anything like it. So a really unique car, and great that we can offer the certified program on cars like this, right? It's 7 years old now, but you can still buy it and have that peace of mind that you've got warranty coverage for 2 years, and it's comprehensive coverage. It's not just your powertrain, but all your electronic components as well, just your wearables that aren't covered, like a new car warranty, and unlimited mileage. So yeah, buy the car, enjoy it, put lots of miles on. But for sure, as I say, come check this one out, see it in person. It's a really special, cool example of a 997 Turbo S. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching.